Okay, we're in year 9 notes. This is unit 2 and we're taking a quick look then at probability. So probability of an event happening and not happening add up to 1. Probability A does happen, possibility of B does not happen equals 1. We can rearrange this. The probability it does not happen is 1 minus the probability it does happen. Very straightforward example was the probability it's going to rain today is 0.8. What's the probability that it does not rain is of course at 0.2, which you work out doing 1 take away 0.8. Very straightforward really. Probability John gets a par in a hole while playing golf is a third. What's the probability John does not get a par? So the probability of no par is 1 minus a third, which is 2/3. A letter chosen at random from the word sellotape. What's the probability that the letter is an L? We have 2 L's in sellotape out of the 9 letters, so it's 2/9. O is 1/9. There's only 1 L. A vowel. Probably a vowel. There's 4 vowels there: E, O, A, and E. So it's 4/9. And then not an L. We can use our new formula here. Is 1 minus 2/9, which we'd worked out earlier. So that gives us then 7/9. Possibility spaces then for 2 events. Sometimes when we're asked to find the probability that 2 events occur, we can use a possibility space diagram. This is done by putting the first event on the left and the second along the top. We can then display all of the possibilities for the 2 events. A regular dice is thrown and a coin is tossed. Draw a possibility space for all the possible outcomes. So if I roll a dice, I can get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. If I toss a coin, I can get a head or a tail. So there's all my possible options there. 1 and a head, 2 and a head, 3 and a head, 4 and a head, 5 and a head, 6 and a head, 1 and a tail, 2 and a tail, 3 and a tail, 4 and a tail, 5 and a tail, 6 and a tail. A dice shows a 5 and the coin shows a head. So what's the probability of that happening? 5 and a head. There's 1 option out of 12. So I end up then with that. What about down the bottom there? A dice shows an even number and the coin shows a tail. So I've circled them here. You can see that 2 and a tail, 4 and a tail, 6 and a tail. So there's 3 different options for even and a tail. So that's 3 out of 12, which then gives us a quarter. Finally then on to expected outcomes. The probability to get a strike is 0.2 in bowling. If I play a game of bowling, I have 10 chances to roll a strike. How many times would you expect to get a strike? 10 times 0.2. Suggests then 2 strikes. A normal dice is rolled 300 times. How many times would I expect to roll a 3? The probability to roll a 3 is a 1/6, and so 300 times a 1/6 I expect then to roll a 3 50 times.